I received a Facebook message today from someone in my Thyroid Solutions group, and it read the following. Hey, you say you have Hashimoto's disease. Why are you so fat? Wow, this is a great question. And I would be lying if I said it's the first time I've been asked this. But I want to bring it up today with you guys because that can be really triggering. And this is why we do the mindset work as part of my program. That question, why are you so fat? It actually doesn't have anything to do with me. It has everything to do with her idea of how I should look. And apparently, for someone who's talking about how to address thyroid issues, I'm not thin enough for what she has in her mind. And that's okay. It's not my job to look a certain way. What's also interesting about that question is I've been asking the same question my entire life. Why am I so fat? Where is my body fat coming from? Why is my body producing fat more readily than everyone else in my family, than my mom or my siblings? If you've had a chance to watch my masterclass, you know that it has been my whole life. So, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's when I was 8 years old. And I was diagnosed because I gained 50 pounds in 1 year. I had stretch marks up and down my belly, on my thighs. I was so uncomfortable in my skin, and no doctors could find a solution for me. When they finally discovered it was Hashimoto's disease, they put me on Synthroid, which then became levothyroxine, and left me there for decades. I continued to gain weight. I continued to get stretch marks. I topped out the scale at 275 pounds when I was in high school. I don't even know what I weighed beyond that because I was too embarrassed to keep looking after that. So, why am I so fat? I have been on a lifelong journey to find out the answer to that question. And what I've discovered in my work is that the answer to that lies in the gut. Now, Hashimoto's disease is an autoimmune disease. That means that my immune system has decided that my thyroid is a threat and is attacking it. Now, that causes problems with T4 production, T3 production, and also the conversion of T4 to T3. Now, we talk a lot in this group about how T3 is the hormone that the cells can use, and it's the one that boosts our metabolism and helps us burn fat. So I've spent my entire life trying to figure out why that T4 is not converting to T3. A lot of that has to do with my immune system, but the bigger why is my immune system so angry? And if you've spent any amount of time in my thyroid group or listened to any of these videos, you know that that's because 80% of the immune cells in the body are made in the gut. And there was something going on in my gut that was making my immune system attack my thyroid. Now, in my case, it was some sneaky bacterial and fungus infections. And once I addressed those, well, hey, I'm actually 100 pounds lighter than I was a dozen years ago. Now, in some people's opinion, that's still heavier than I should be. But by comparison, I love this body. And you know what? I loved this body when it was over 275 pounds. The secret to finding joy in our skin is up here. It's creating the peace in the skin that we're in the time that we're in this moment. And I love this body. I have loved her this entire journey. And that is why mindset is such an important part of what I do. Because if you can't learn to control what's going on up here, it's going to continue to wreak havoc throughout your body. And if people say things or do things, or you think that they think something about you, it can derail your actions, your emotions, your thoughts, and your results. So it always starts here with our thoughts. That will lead to our emotions. That leads to our actions and creates our result. If I get hung up in the question of why am I so fat, I might feel shame because of that. I might go and eat a bunch of chocolate. I might eat candy. I might end up face down in a bucket of ice cream. And the result of that is I'll gain more weight. And then I'll be asking myself, why are you so fat? But I don't need to do that because I have control over what's going on in here. And I know that question probably doesn't have any ill intent behind it. It's just simply a curiosity from someone who has an opinion of how I should look. And that is hers to have. And there's not a problem with that. So if you're having the same questions, if you're wondering about your body, if you're wondering about my body, let's start working up here. In my healthy thyroid system, we meet together weekly to work on thoughts, to work on mindset. It is my favorite part of this program because we get together and we work on systems to discover the thoughts that are leading to the emotions, that are creating the actions that are leading to the results we don't want in life. And if we can start changing things up here, everything afterward is glorious. So I'll drop the link to my masterclass where I talk more about the healthy thyroid system. Also, in that link, in the call, there's a link where you can schedule a call with me and my team, and we can talk about how we can get you on the fast track to feeling better, ditching anxiety, bringing down the scale and getting rid of that body fat, getting your digestive health better, and feeling amazing and bulletproof from other people's opinions. All right. I'll talk to you soon.